4 sentient biological weapons spawned from a conflict between 2 planets is the catalyst that propels you into the world of Blazing Star. Released by SNK in 1998 and developed by Yumekobo, the game continues to be released across multiple formats as part of the ACA NEOGEO series. It's a beautifully crafted affair that is rich in colour with animated pre-rendered sprites. The enemy ship design and bosses hit all the high notes as it echoes design features from other shooters like R-Type. There's enough variety in design and environments that you never find the levels boring, and once you're climatised to the bullet hell formula, there are moments to appreciate just how much detail has gone into the backdrops, and this makes repeated playthroughs a joy. The animated intro sequence showcases Homari Fujita and Suzuki Ito's soundtrack, and this is a really good first impression because the music composition is excellent and there are motifs throughout that will stay with you long after the play session expires. Sound effects are also well executed here, bold gunfire, chimes, explosions, but if one criticism is to be made, it has to be the repeated bonus sampling. It can be a little overbearing on what is genuinely a well thought out audio structure. Players have the opportunity to change various game settings as expected. Via the MVS we accessed our Uni BIOS, and similar options are presented throughout the ACA NEOGEO menu. Difficulty, lives, continues, screen size can all be adjusted to suit. Blazing Star adopts the faithful high-score gameplay mechanic from many shoot-em-ups back in the day, but here with chain attacks, bonuses, collectibles inflating the overall score, and this is something central to its replay value and key to obtaining a high score to be proud of. And if you'd like an idea of how something like that would look, well then just take a look at the Twin Galaxies website. Ship controls are less Millennium Falcon and a little more X-Wing, as you pilot your craft with the stick and 2 buttons. Tapping A fires your ship's weapon, whilst holding A stores energy for a charged attack. The B button can be used for an early detonation resulting in an optional offensive tactic. An example is that your focal shot can migrate to a spread shot, and depending on which ship you pilot, all the results differ. This combined with power-ups can provide some satisfactory moments that leave a smile on your face, which sure enough dissipates when you die, as you have to start all over again and power up your weapons. But it's this balance that provides enough risk-reward that you'll want to keep playing to get the best score you can. You'll have to ensure your weapons are fully charged to take out waves of enemies in succession, and enabling the collection of lucky letters. All of this is essential for extra bonuses and achieving that top spot in the Hall of Fame. But make no mistake, Blazing Star can be unforgiving and even unfair at times, but in spite of this you soon realise that it's through no fault of none of your own. The game does need time, even hours of dedication to learn enemy patterns and finessing of its controls, and it's here where Blazing Star's replay value comes in. Fear not, Space Cadets, we got in touch with Richard Evans and he holds the top score in the Guinness Book of World Records, so who better to give you some advice than he?
Hi, I'm Richard Evans, Guinness World Record holder for Blazing Star on the Neo Geo MVS. Ash from the Retro Gaming blog has asked me to share my top 5 Blazing Star scoring tips, so here they are. Watch the enemies and their shots rather than your ship. Focus on not dying. It sounds obvious, but you only get 3 lives and you cannot gain any bonus lives once you've used them, so shoot as much as you can. Aside from shooting as much as you can, make sure you collect all the bonus items and red power-ups. This is more important than hitting the enemies if you want a high score. Each time you pick one up, your hit score multiplier goes up. If you miss one, it drops back a level, and this will affect your score until you pick up more. Pick the right ship. Using charge shots gives you multipliers for each enemy you hit with the same shot. Not all the ships you can play with support sustained fire, and some are better than others. My personal favourite is the blue ship, but you have to get up close and personal with the enemies to use it, as its range is very short. Others favour the orange and green ships for this reason. Collect the lucky panels. These appear on each stage, and if you get them all, the bonus points can be substantial. Miss one and you may as well have not bothered getting the other 4. On some stages they only appear if you hang around and dodge the enemies. Lastly, learn the patterns of the enemies. Blazing Star, like Polestar, R-Type and other shooters, have patterns for where the enemies appear and how they behave. Knowing where to be, when to charge your shot and where not to be so you don't die is a must.
So, coming to the conclusion. Well, Blazing Star repurposes all the elements of what made classic shooters like R-Type such fun. It builds upon great level design, art style, shooting mechanics, power-ups and collectibles, which are far more engaging than previous titles before it. Today, Yumekobo can still be proud of a project that has weathered through the years with minimal erosion, and whilst it has suffered some, the game is exactly as its title suggests, a blazing star.